I'm in a safe place. Me, Max, and Stella are safe, and we are still enjoying the Gambia, in spite of it all. Take care. Nuendo Jama. Greetings, family, and welcome back to Travel with Tay Tay. I just wanted to check in and give you all a quick update on what's been going on, because there has been a lot of misinformation out there, and I feel like you all should hear it from the horse's mouth and not the horseman. First and foremost, I must say thank you to each and every one of you, all the positive comments, all the phone calls, all of the messages, all of the donations. I thank you all. I didn't know you all cared so much, but thank you for the abundance of love that has been shown to me. And for those that decided to get on the negative train, you know, you all can get back on, because I know the truth. You know, I know that when I first came here, I was excited. I was excited about my investments. I was excited about building financial freedom, so I can building towards my financial freedom so I can live on the continent. And then when I got here, I saw that it all was fraud, that it was all fraud. And I was devastated. But being the woman that I am, I pushed forward. I created, the foundation. I did what I said I was going to do before I got here. And I found strength in giving back. I love the Gambia. And you all see that in my videos. But I feel like I should remind you all that I never moved here, right? I came here to check out my investments, to check out the Gambia. I was supposed to be here for a short period of time, and I decided to stay. Immerse myself into the culture. I'm trying to learn the language. I love the dishes. I need more vegetables, though. I need to eat a little bit more healthier, but I lived and hung out with my brothers and sisters. Well, I'm not going to say live with, because I live by myself, but I hung out with my brothers and sisters in the neighborhoods, and I'm not going to say in the villages, because I wasn't necessarily in the villages, but in different neighborhoods. I wasn't in the tourist spots, is what I should say. And you all saw that. So if some people were offended with me saying that I'm never coming back, at that time, that's how I felt. I was violated while I was sleeping. To turn the victim into a villain, who does that? Who does that? So, I know a lot has been going on. And like I said, there's been, most recent, the video that came out last night, that was misinformation. It was misinformation. No one has been arrested. I used the wrong terminology. There are 2 ongoing cases in regards to when I first got here. You all know about that. the fraud case, and then the most recent was the robbery. So there's 2 ongoing cases. I have retained a lawyer to handle both cases, and with that being said, people have been questioned and detained. No one has been arrested. I used the wrong terminology. But because there are 2 ongoing cases, 2 active ongoing cases, I can't speak about it right now. In the future, I will share and do a tell-all in regards to the fraud case. In the future, I will share and do a tell-all in regards to the robbery. But right now, I can't speak on it. I can't speak on it. But what I will say is, everyone in the Gambia isn't bad. I have met some amazing people that really look at me as their brother and sister. Being born in America, I don't have my mother's tongue. I don't have my proper surname. I'm carrying my ancestor's slave master's surname. But some people have really welcomed me with open arms, and I'm grateful for that. Now, in every culture, in every country, no matter where we live, no matter where we go, there are good and bad. Unfortunately, I'm going to give you an example. You know, in America, how they talk about the good cops and the bad cops? And they say all cops aren't bad. That's true. But we also say that the good cops need to speak up and hold the bad cops accountable. They need to turn them in. Come on, goat. What are you doing? Get out the road. They need to turn them in. And that's no different from the robberies that's going on in the Gambia. We are outsiders. No matter how much we try to acclimate ourselves into the culture, we're still outsiders. Many of us do not speak the language. Many of us are learning the culture. These robbery issues, that is something that only Gambians can fix, right? The Gambia is not but so big. That's what everyone says. The Gambia is small. Everyone knows everyone. Okay. So if someone that is considered a good Gambian, they're not out here robbing, they're not out here stealing, they're not out here scamming, they need to hold the bad ones accountable. I have seen, I didn't see them get beat up, but I have seen how our Gambian brothers and sisters will, it'll be like a mob to beat up someone that has stolen, a thief, Sache. They will beat the crap out of a thief. Where the thief is yelling, "Take me to the police." Take me to the police, because, you know, the brothers, the Gambian brothers and sisters, they don't play that. The good Gambian brothers and sisters are like, you're not going to rob people. And they need to hold the bad people, the bad Gambians, the bad Africans, because everyone's not Gambian that lives here. So whether the people that are robbing people and running up into people's homes and doing all these bad things, our Gambian brothers and sisters are the only ones that can hold them accountable for their actions. If you know that someone has went out here and robbed someone, you need to take them to the police. Because guess what it's doing to your country? Everyone says that they want, oh, the Gambia, the roads, this, that, and the third. We need to develop the country more and blah, blah, blah. Okay. How do you expect that to happen if Gambians and non-Gambians are being robbed left, right, and all around? It's not going to help the economy because this is a tourist country. People are going to stop coming if the crime rate is out of control. And what that does to the country is it stops finances. It stops economics from coming into the country. So we're outsiders. We can't fix this, but our Gambian brothers and sisters can. So to those that were negative, stop making excuses. Hold people accountable for their actions. This is your country, not ours. But no one should have to come here and feel unsafe and get robbed and then be told by other Gambians that you're disrespecting the country. You're doing this, you're doing that. Hold your brothers and sisters accountable for their negative actions. That's what you should do, because this is destroying your country. The more people that post about being robbed, the more people that's going to say, I don't think I'm going to the Gambia. I'm going to try to go to another country. And then that stops money from coming into the country. You know, there are people that say, well, go. We don't need you here anyway. Those people are ignorant and they do not understand economics. We don't need you. This is a developing country. You need every penny that's coming into this country. So pick up a book and read it and understand it before you make an ignorant comment like that. A developing country need tourists. C-19 probably messed everything up. It did. The country was shut down, so people that were poor, it made them extremely poor. People that live from hand to mouth every day. What they make is what they eat. The pandemic messed up everything, messed up a lot of people's lives. It really did. And maybe that's why the country, there's a lot of robberies. Maybe that's why. I have no idea. But we can't fix this. Y'all can. On the street I live on, there's 4 compounds. All 4 have been robbed. And I'm the only American. Everyone else is Gambian. I know people made comments when they did reactions to my video. I know they made comments and they said, oh, everyone gets robbed. That's true. Everyone does get robbed all around the world. I was robbed in America in front of my sister's home. And I was adamant and I didn't know that I was going to get my stuff back. All I kept saying is, I wish they would bring me back my personal stuff. Just bring back my personal stuff. And I came home from work one day and there were 2 big white envelopes from the post office and my spirit jumped. My heart jumped. And I'm like, that's my stuff. That's my stuff. And then I said to myself, girl, calm down. That does not have to be your stuff. I opened it up and it was my personal stuff out of my wallet. So I have no doubt that I will get my stuff back. No doubt. I have faith. I'm going to get it back. Everything that was stolen from my home, I'm going to get it back. I believe that with everything in my spirit. But it still does not denote from what happened. For people to say this is fake, why? Maybe everyone else does things for likes, shares, and views and things like that, but I don't have to. I don't have to. I share because I want people to understand and see that you can travel, that you can be safe, that you can have a good time and be a single woman. So yes, everyone does get robbed. But for those that make negative comments, you know, karma's a you know what, right? So I pray that no one ever has to go through what I went through, especially if they're single. At least the people that did get robbed here, that have a major influence in the community, they have a spouse. They have someone that they can lean on. It's just me. So to turn the victim into a villain, shame on you. Shame on you. To the person who made a video and you know, said that, oh, everyone gets robbed. Really? You are a woman like me. And that's what you say? Okay. I can't control other people's actions. The only action I can control is my own. Right? So people can say whatever they want. I know the truth. And when the time is right, I will do a tell all. I will. But right now, I can't. I can't speak on it. But I just wanted to check in, give you all an update, to let you all know that I'm safe. Thank God that someone invited me to stay at their compound, and I don't have to be in an unsafe environment anymore. I'm so grateful to them. So, Tay-Tay, Max, and Stella are safe. We're safe. If you see me in the streets, please don't ask me where I live, because I'm not telling anyone. I always used to laugh at my brother when he said he came to the Gambia, and no one ever knew. He was incognito, okay? No one knew where he stayed. No one knew anything. Now, I am a very private person. I share what I want to share. But unfortunately, the way I moved into the compound that I was living in, people knew where I lived. And I didn't like that. I was always uncomfortable. That's why I hired personal security. You know, one cannot sit around and threaten someone, a female that's in a different country by herself, a man. For men to do that, you have sisters. You have a mom, you have aunties, you have daughters. What is going on in your wicked heart and mind to threaten a single female? Like I said, I have no control over I have no control over someone else's actions. I only have control over mine. I am in awe. I can't believe that this has happened. But I can say one thing. My nickname in America is Sue Sally. I sue everyone. If one messes with my money, or they mess with my life, like I said, people can do whatever they want. But when it starts to affect my life and my money, I hold people accountable for their actions. I have sued multiple people, from my job to I swear I'm at the police station every day. I told them I should be on their payroll. I sued multiple people, from my job to my apartment complex to a person I got a cell phone for and they gave it to their boyfriend. Yeah, I hold people accountable, because one is not going to just mess up my life because they feel like it. And I could tell you this, I've never lost a case. Not through a lawyer, through me suing myself in small claims. Never lost a case. So why would I be any different here? Why would it be any different here, right? I have to hold people accountable for their actions here as well. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm doing. So, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for sending me light, love, and positivity. It's a lot. I never expected to go through the things I went through coming here. I felt like I was just getting on my feet once I hired my lawyer and the Banjul Police Headquarters, serious crimes, moving forward with the case, the fraud case. I was like, oh, great, this is great. All right, I feel better. Then I wake up to the robbery. And I'm just like, it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. So, for those that were offended, if you look at my video, I never said anything bad about the Gambia. I never said anything bad about Gambians. I was expressing through emotions what has happened to me. And I said I was never coming back. No one should have been offended by that. If you were frauded out of the money that I was frauded out of, and then you start a foundation and you helping fellow Gambian brothers and sisters and the needy, what Allah tells us to do, and then you wake up to being robbed, and then you get evidence that blows you away, shame on you. Shame on your evil hearts for saying the negative things for someone that looks like you that's been robbed. Yes, it's materialistic things. Yes, I can get everything back. I can replace it. Yes. Everything except for that hard drive. Right? But I feel like the people that did this knew that. For them to take my back braces, how am I supposed to work out? Y'all know I love fitness. How am I supposed to work out? I felt like that was personal. So yes, like I said, those things can be replaced. I thank God that I was not harmed. I thank God that I was able to get out of that compound and be in a safe place. I thank God for Banjul Bruceby Police Department. I thank God for Banjul Headquarters, the CID unit. I thank God for the Gambian Anti-Crime Unit. They're working. They are working. I will touch more on if this happens to you, you know, who you should contact first. No one told me about anti-crime. Not that Bruceby Police is not doing their job. I am not saying that. They are working, they are investigating, and I'm grateful to them for that. But there's also anti-crime. Anti-crime are on the streets. From what I hear, when people hear anti-crime, they run away. But I'm grateful for each and every branch of law enforcement that has been working diligently to solve this case, solve both cases. I'm grateful to you all. I really am. So please, don't make your decision to not visit the Gambia based on my experience. My experiences, for some reason, were crazy. But that's my life. This is why everyone keeps saying, girl, you need to write a book. You need to write a book. My life, and I guarantee you, everyone has a crazy life story. But some of the things that happened in my life, I'm like, really? Really? It's a page turner. But I would like to leave you all with this. I would like to close with this. I know this whole situation with the fraud, with the person that frauded all of us, Invest Relocate Africa. I don't want to say the name, but Invest Relocate Africa, the CEO, the person that was in charge. I know that there was a post, someone sent me a screenshot saying that he was brought down to Banjul headquarters, serious crimes, one of his accusers. I'm here to tell you that was me. That was me. I did go and file a complaint against him. I did. But I told you all that I wasn't going to stop until legal action was taken. People can't do this to people and then get online and talk about them and disrespect them and then try to blame it on someone else. Juliet, Blacksit. They had nothing to do with Invest Relocate Africa. So to say that these people are pushing behind the scenes or whatever he said is a lie. Why? He did this. No one else. Him and his goons. Him, and when I say did this, I'm talking about fraud, not the robbery. I'm talking about fraud, okay? The robbery case is still being investigated, so I don't know who did it. I don't know how many people are involved. It gets bigger and bigger every damn day. So, I'm talking about the fraud case with Invest Relocate Africa. The wire fraud, the fraud. For him to keep throwing Juliet's name out there, shame on him. Shame on him. He has his own fights with her. He has his own wrongdoings with her. And how they handle it, that's how they handle it. I can't speak for anyone else, but I know that I'm going to use the legal system to hold him accountable for his actions. Point blank, period. So I just wanted to clear that up because I saw the post and one of his accusers and this, that, and the third, and then he just goes in on Juliet. What man calls another woman a bitch and then says, oh, I'm cool with your husband, but your wife ain't crap? Aren't wife and husband one? If you disrespect the wife, then you disrespecting the husband. Now, married people know this. Whether it's Juliet, whether it's Blacksit, whether it's I'm just going to throw names out there of YouTubers that you all know that are married. Whether it's Blacksit, whether it's Bag, whether it's The Arrival, whether it's Family Exodus, whether it's the Soul Food Joint brother and sister. These people are married. They are one. You do not disrespect someone's wife and then say, oh, I'm sorry, husband, I have no problems with you. What the F? So yeah. I told you all in my first video, my first public video, or the second public video, when I exposed the fraud of what happened to me and the properties, that I wasn't going to stop until legal action was handled. So he shouldn't blame anyone else for his actions. He should blame himself. But we all know that children, people with childlike minds, people that don't want to hold themselves accountable for their own actions are quick to blame someone else. They will blame someone else with the quickness. And that's what he's doing. But I heard my lawyer is no joke. No joke. He has shown me he can get ish done. So I'm trusting God. I'm putting in the footwork. And I'm going to be good no matter what. I am not a religious person, but I'm very spiritual. I love my Creator with everything in me, because I know I would not be where I am without the footwork and the ancestors and my Creator opening the door. And I walk through. I grew up as a Christian, though. And it says faith without works is dead. I have faith, but I'm doing the work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm going to go through things. That's life. But I'm still going to come out standing strong, smiling, and my happy-go-lucky self, spreading light and love and positivity until the day I take my last breath. But don't get it twisted. People take my kindness for weakness. I'm a shark. My dad wanted to send me to law school. Okay? I was born in America. I can get nasty just like the rest of everyone else. But why? Why live in that? I'm stern, straightforward when I have to be. When I have to deal with legal ramifications, legal issues, you see a whole different side of Shantae. A whole different side. They say it's cold. But when people do things that are wrong to you, I'm going to ask you specific questions. 1, 2, 3. You can go around the world and tell 80 million stories. I'm going to come right back to that question and ask you the same question until you answer it. So thank you for listening. Thank you for the positive love. Thank you for the light that people have sent me. Travel with Tay gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I always am. But just know that I'm safe. I'm in a safe place. Me, Max, and Stella are safe. And we are still enjoying the Gambia. In spite of it all. Take care. Nuendo Jama.